What separates those who achieve their dreams from those who don't? Is it talent? Luck? Privilege? No.
Says you should. Today, I want to share a story with you. A story that will challenge everything you think you know about success. A story about a boy who had every reason to give up, but didn't. This isn't just his story. It's a mirror. And by the end, you'll see yourself in it. Are you ready? Let's begin. Some journeys are harder than anyone can see, but those who endure become extraordinary. In a quiet town surrounded by rolling hills and dusty roads, there lived a boy named Gabriel. He wasn't born into wealth. He wasn't blessed with connections, but he carried something more valuable than gold, a dream that burned brighter than any hardship. From the moment Gabriel saw a doctor save his younger sister's life during a fever that nearly took her, he knew his purpose. He wanted to become a doctor, to heal, to save lives, to bring hope to those who had none left. But Gabriel's path was not paved with opportunity. It was littered with obstacles. He came from a humble family. His father worked long hours in the fields, hands rough and weathered from endless labor. His mother sold vegetables at the town market, counting every coin just to put food on the table. Money was always scarce. Sometimes it simply wasn't there at all. There were days when Gabriel could not afford new books, days when he borrowed torn, yellowed textbooks from seniors who had moved on, their pages held together with tape and hope. Some nights, the flickering oil lamp in his tiny room barely gave enough light to read. He would squint at diagrams of the human body, tracing arteries and veins with his finger until his eyes burned with exhaustion. Every morning, before the sun kissed the horizon, Gabriel walked miles to reach the school where he could attend science classes. His shoes, the only pair he owned, developed holes. The soles wore thin. Eventually, they fell apart completely. But he didn't stop. He ran barefoot through mud and gravel, through scorching summer heat and biting winter cold, because missing even one class felt like betraying his dream. Even when he reached school, the struggles continued. Teachers sometimes doubted him. "Why do you even try?" one asked bluntly. "You can't afford coaching classes. The entrance exams are impossibly competitive. Be realistic." His classmates, many from wealthier families, had private tutors, expensive study materials, comfortable homes with electricity that never failed. They had advantages Gabriel could only imagine. During group discussions, they'd reference books he'd never seen, concepts taught in expensive preparatory courses he couldn't attend. And the exams? They seemed like mountains so high, so steep, that climbing them felt like madness. The first time Gabriel took a major science exam, he failed. The score felt like a punch to the stomach. He sat alone in the schoolyard, staring at the paper, feeling the weight of everyone's doubts pressing down on him. The second time, he scored low again, not failing, but far from passing. Friends stopped taking him seriously. "Maybe it's not meant to be," they said, shrugging. His own family began to worry. "Perhaps you should learn a trade," his father suggested gently one evening. "Something more certain." Many would have given up. Many did. Gabriel watched his peers abandon their dreams one by one, settling for easier paths, convincing themselves they'd never wanted it that badly anyway. But Gabriel was different. He knew the dream was bigger than any obstacle. So he made a decision that would define the rest of his life. He would show up every single day. Each morning, before the sun painted the sky, he walked to school. He borrowed those worn textbooks and took meticulous notes, his handwriting cramped and careful to save paper. He practiced problems again and again, filling notebooks until his hand cramped. When the power went out, which it often did, he didn't make excuses. He memorized diagrams in his head, visualizing the chambers of the heart, the structure of cells, the pathway of nerves through the body. When his shoes tore beyond repair, he didn't ask for new ones. He knew his family couldn't afford them. So he ran barefoot, his feet hardening with calluses that became a testament to his determination. Months became years. Gabriel failed exams more than once. Scores came back lower than he hoped. Some classmates laughed behind his back. Family members sighed with concern. Teachers shook their heads, convinced he was chasing an impossible dream. Yet, every morning, he returned. Rain couldn't stop him. Snow couldn't stop him. Exhaustion, hunger, humiliation, none of it could make him quit. Then one day, something changed. An experienced doctor named Dr. Samuel visited Gabriel's school to give a lecture on medicine and service. After his talk, as students filed out, he noticed someone in the back corner. Gabriel, still hunched over his notebook, comparing his notes to the doctor's slides, trying to capture every detail. Dr. Samuel stayed behind and watched. As the afternoon faded into evening, Gabriel remained, solving problems, memorizing anatomy, practicing procedures from old medical manuals he'd found in the school library. Finally, Dr. Samuel approached. "Why do you keep going despite everything?" Dr. Samuel asked gently. Gabriel looked up, surprised. His eyes were tired, but blazing with something unbreakable. He wiped the sweat from his brow and said, "Because giving up is easier than I want it to be, sir. I've seen my sister almost die. I've watched families in my village lose people they love because they couldn't afford treatment or because help came too late. I want to save lives, and I will not stop until I can." Dr. Samuel stood silent for a long moment. Then he nodded slowly. "I've met many brilliant students in my career. Students with photographic memories, with wealthy parents funding their education, with every advantage you can imagine. Do you know what most of them lack?" Gabriel held his head. Consistency. The willingness to show up when it's hard, to push forward when there's no applause, no recognition, no guarantee of success. Consistency is stronger than talent, stronger than comfort, stronger than any obstacle. And you, my boy, you have it in abundance. One day, it will reward you. Those words became Gabriel's anchor. Years continued to pass. Rain fell, snow blanketed the roads, long nights stretched into early mornings, failures accumulated, poverty remained, but nothing stopped him. Slowly, so slowly that others barely noticed, his knowledge grew. His understanding deepened, his skills sharpened like a blade being forged in fire. And finally, after years of relentless effort, the day came. Gabriel sat for the medical entrance exams one last time. The same exams that had defeated him before, the same mountains he'd tried to climb again and again. This time, he passed. Not just passed, he scored in the top percentile. The boy who couldn't afford shoes had outscored students from the best coaching institutes in the country. Gabriel became a doctor. Not because he was luckier or smarter than others, not because he had advantages or connections, but because he faced every single hurdle and returned every single day. Each challenge that could have broken him became a stepping stone instead. Years later, as Dr. Gabriel walked through the hospital corridors in a white coat, stethoscope around his neck, saving lives just as he dreamed, he would sometimes pause and remember. He remembered the nights of walking barefoot in the cold, feet bleeding but moving forward. He remembered the burnt-out oil lamps and the darkness that couldn't dim his determination. He remembered the old taped-together manuals that guided him when he had nothing else. And he understood at last a truth that had been forming with each difficult step. Dreams are forged in struggle, but they are completed through consistency. So here's what I want you to take from Gabriel's story. First, your circumstances do not define your ceiling. Gabriel had every excuse to quit. No money, no support, no advantages. Yet, he became exactly what he dreamed of becoming. Your starting point is not your ending point, unless you decide it is. Second, consistency beats talent every single time. There were students smarter than Gabriel, students with more resources, but they quit when it got hard. Gabriel didn't, and that made all the difference. Success isn't a sprint. It's showing up day after day after day, even when you don't feel like it. Third, the obstacles aren't there to stop you. They're there.
Every failure Gabriel experienced, every exam he didn't pass, every moment of doubt, those weren't roadblocks. They were the fire that made him stronger, wiser, more resilient. Your struggles are sculpting your greatness. And here's the truth that nobody wants to hear, but everyone needs to understand. The world doesn't owe you your dream. You have to take it. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Nobody is going to hand you success because you deserve it or because you've suffered enough. You have to decide that you will endure longer than the obstacles can last. You have to become the person who refuses to quit. Gabriel's story reminds us of something profound. Obstacles do not define you. How you endure them does. So I have a question for you, watching this right now. What's your dream? What's the thing you want so badly but keep making excuses about? What would you pursue if you had Gabriel's consistency? Here's my challenge. For the next 30 days, show up. Every single day, even when it's hard, even when you fail, even when nobody's watching. Be consistent. Let the struggle forge you instead of breaking you. And if this story moved you, if it reminded you of the power you already have inside you, do me a favor, share this video. Someone in your life needs to hear Gabriel's story today. Someone is about to give up on their dream, and this might be exactly what saves it. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the one dream you're going to stop making excuses for? I read every single comment, and I want to know what you're going to commit to. Remember, you don't need perfect circumstances. You don't need unlimited resources. You just need to be willing to endure. Because the people who change the world aren't the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who refused to quit when it got hard. Be like Gabriel. Show up, endure, become extraordinary. I'll see you in the next video.